Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion's Vanilla Runs in the Binding of Isaac. We are gonna random a character here, and of course we're gonna get fucking Blue Baby. It's been a Blue Baby extravaganza, unfortunately, over the past few videos. I think we've got, like, our last randoms have been, like, Blue Baby, Samson, now Blue Baby again, so that's pretty terrible luck. But at the same time, you know, we did have, Isaac for, like, 10 randoms in a row, so I guess I can't complain too hard. We'll try to make this run work as Blue Baby. We had a very, very close call with making a Blue Baby run work fairly recently. We got Mom's Knife in the first item room. It's probably pretty unlikely that we end up coming across something that lucky again. But by the same token, you know, we've already gotten... Did we not get an extra Spirit Heart there? No, maybe we got a key plus Small Rock. But Small Rock is a damage upgrade. That's important. I should probably do my due diligence and shoot all the poop here. Maybe this is the game's way of kind of like giving me a trial by fire to get me back into the Binding of Isaac. Oh my god, my cat is doing parkour here. I'm going to drop a bomb here in the hopes of getting not only this key, but also the secret room, and that actually ended up working out exactly as intended, which was kind of unexpected. We might as well shoot the fire in here. Again, you know, I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth quite yet, so I should take every available opportunity to shoot poop, shoot fire, etc., etc., shoot car, shit pants, etc. There is another tinted rock there. Oh my god, if I could just get a couple of more bombs, I would be a little bit more excited about this whole situation. Let me just remove this cat from my desk. It's not the Binding of Isaac cat. It is the Binding of Isaac. So we're gonna go fight our boss here. What am I hoping for? Honestly, if there's some way that I could get some bombs as a result of this fight, the playing field is littered with tinted rocks and just explicit spirit hearts. As of right now, so I would be totally psyched if we could somehow maybe even get like the crate or something, and as a result be able to get a little bit of extra money, possibly make something. You know what, we could just go to the shop as well, but it's kind of risky, and it's possible that it won't really give us that much of a reward at all. So I'm hoping just back it up. Oh my god, I'm actually taking way too much damage here. Full disclosure, I am dealing with a cat that is like on my lap and trying to bite off my nipples right now. Okay, so we got the stem cells, which is just a health upgrade. Again, momentary, I ask for your help here for a second. There we go. Alright, apologies for that microphone noise. This dude is going insane. Now, we need to find a way to get a little bit of extra bombage so we can actually get a, oh my god, are you kidding me? He's free. He just jumped onto my shoulders like a parrot. Get off of here. He's biting my ear. This is the worst seduction of all time. I'm just gonna buy the Spirit Heart and then get the heck out of here. And then we will go down to the next floor and try to make something good happen. It didn't go as well as I would have wanted. We ended up missing a lot of Spirit Hearts as a result of that. Well, not as a result of that, as a result of the fact that we didn't get very many bombs. But buying another Spirit Heart, makes it feel a little bit better. Could have had more benefits as a result of that floor, but that's okay. You know, shit happens. We're gonna go down to the cellar part 2. We got a damage upgrade, we got a health upgrade. And what else do we pick up there? Homing shots, which is not, you know, the greatest thing in the world, but it's more than just a tribute as well, you know. Homing shots have the potential to be useful for us, but they also have the potential to be kind of pains in the dick if we're actually trying to shoot, like, diagonally on enemies. Sometimes they can be more trouble than they're worth. But for now, you know, we gave up a lot on that last floor. We gave up money in the shop that we could have used eventually to buy something else later on in the game. You know, maybe we gave up a chance to pick up a compass or a blue candle or something like that. But obviously, what am I looking for now? More money, more keys, more bombs, more health, and a spacebar item. Those are my... Okay, we can probably get this tinted rock without wasting a bomb here. We just got to get these guys into the rotation. And then we shoot them when they're out. Okay, so we got a key out of that for the cost of... 2 keys, technically, for the cost of half a Spirit Heart, which I'm not super excited about, but that's okay. Would have preferred some tinted rocks there. But again, at least we didn't waste our bomb just to get a couple of keys, which is actually... we're in that rare situation where the keys are not as valuable as the bombs. Now, could there be a secret room somewhere around here that I could get in addition to this? I suppose it's possible, but hey, there was! Wow, that was actually... I kind of thought that was increasingly unlikely. We did get to exactly 15 cents as well, so we might be able to buy something from the shop. Everything's coming up Millhouse to a little bit greater of an extent than I would have originally anticipated. And you know what? Our base damage is actually totally solid right now. I can't remember if stem cells is one of those items that is kind of mislabeled and maybe actually does come with a damage increase as well as a health increase. 10 extra bombs! Could have used that on the last floor, but that's okay. So should we fight our boss right away? I don't think so. I think we should go around, look for more tinted rocks, definitely go to our shop down here because we have the money to buy whatever they have on sale, and this has turned out fairly well, I would say. We're still, you know, far from being in a great position. There's the treasure map. Far from being in a great position, but we're definitely a lot better off than we were when we started this floor. If only I could go back in time to that last floor and open up all the tinted rocks that I sadly left behind. But that being said, can't really complain too hard. I do have enough health to possibly take a deal with the devil as well, assuming they give me Spirit Hearts. or you know, they give me the deal offered in Spirit Hearts as opposed to Red Hearts, which is oftentimes a pain in the ass. We're gonna be fighting the Widow, and you know what? To be quite honest with you, the uphill battle as Blue Baby is usually, I mean, it never really gets easy unless you have an incredibly lucky run with respect to the items you get. But it's an uphill battle when you first get started, just to make sure you don't die before you have the potential to become stronger. And I really don't see us dying on at least the next 2 floors, especially with these 2 extra Spirit Hearts as a result of Squeezy. Could possibly subsidize a deal with the devil. Ooh, yeah, okay, you know what? This is one of those rare situations. Whore of Babylon is actually a smoking good deal here. So that is, I believe, I've never actually looked into it, like the literal upgrade that you get from Whore of Babylon, but I believe that it is functionally a big damage increase, as well as kind of like an all stats up. Like, we're definitely faster. I believe we're shooting more quickly as well. Man, we're getting very lucky with our coin drops as well. So I'm going to every single room because, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't. We have to look for secret rooms. Not only, well, actually, we don't have to look for secret rooms, but I have to look for tinted rocks. Where I could kind of give myself a little bit of extra health here, because that's obviously going to be our #1 problem. I just mentioned that we had a lot of health. That's still not necessarily wrong, but we could always use more. More money is actually okay as well. Let's go to our item room before we go to our secret room. And getting the Game Kid it's not great. It's basically going to be like a unicorn horn, because I don't believe that the Game Kid can actually allow us to replenish our health as Blue Baby. That being said, definitely beats Poop, which I consider to be one of the worst items in the game. We'll play this dude once. He dropped a tarot card. The tarot card is the Hierophant. That is beautiful. Could not have asked for anything better than that, basically. The only reason I only played him once was so that we actually still had 7 cents to possibly buy something from the secret room here. Nun's Habit, and a Spirit Heart. So obviously I am on the lookout for more money, if at all possible. Which one? I guess I could just buy the Spirit Heart if I don't manage to get the health or the money for Nun's Habit. But if I do get the money for Nun's Habit, that's probably more valuable than just picking up a single Spirit Heart. So even if that precludes the ability of me to pick up that Spirit Heart, I think it's probably in our best interest. So we'll go scouting for money here, which is why I'm going to waste some time in this mob trap room. It's going to take us to 15 cents, which is actually beautiful. So what I'm going to do on this room is actually take these dudes all out, and then I am going to pop my Game Kid, which should allow me to tear through these dudes pretty quickly. And by pretty quickly, I mean maybe at best allow me to kill 2 of the Eyeless Ooze guys, which is obviously substantially worse than I originally anticipated. But as of right now, I'm feeling very confident about our chances here as Blue Baby. Maybe not confident enough to say like we have a good chance of beating the game, but I think we certainly have a good chance of, at the very least, getting to Mom's heart, which is the first step. You know, you got to get over that platform first before you can worry about beating Isaac and Blue Baby, which requires a whole different set of items. Well, you know, an overlapping set of items, but a different set of items no less. So, we've got some really good items so far. Nun's Habit, Whore of Babylon will have permanent Polaroid invincibility, the Game Kid treasure map, a damage upgrade in the way, or in the form of small rock, as well as homing tears. Now, it could be better. What else do we need? I would love, well, more Spirit Hearts is obviously awesome. If we could get a Spirit Heart generating spacebar item, also would be excellent. We should not have to sweat this too much. I'm just trying to find a good opportunity to be able to hit all these guys at once. That actually worked out really well. And, you know, beyond that, just more stat increases, like more damage increases I'm not going to complain about. Actually, extra bombs is awesome as well. But for now, I'm pleased with the way things are going. This is obviously an easy-ish boss fight, but we can still find ourselves getting hit by this guy. He moves pretty quickly. Managed to dodge fairly well there, and he should be dead in one more pass. Beautiful. So he's going to create a couple of bomb flies that don't really worry me at all. And 2 more flies, maybe a deal with the devil. Indeed, a deal with the devil. Now I'm getting a little bit wary about taking these deals with the devil. But, you know, 3 Spirit Hearts for the Spirit of the Night in this situation seems like a very smart idea, because now we can fly. I would say we go down to the next floor. And again, we're continuing to amass these upgrades. At some point, I've got to stop taking these deals, because we're going to need, you know, health upgrades. Or we're going to need to manage our health a little bit more prudently, maybe is a good way to put it. But as of right now, I'm pleased with this. So we do have a Hermit card. That'll allow us to go to the shop without wasting a key, which is good because we only have 1 key at this point. But by the same token, I don't really have the money to make it worthwhile yet. Let's see if this pill is good for us. Balls of Steel. That is fantastic. I really cannot complain about the luck that we've had in the form of pills and tarot cards so far. Remember, we got the Hierophant card just randomly as well. So we'll check out the secret room. We've got enough bombs to maybe get some money in there. And if there is enough money in there, we'll definitely pop the Hermit card. Otherwise, we might be better off just saving it until a slightly later floor where maybe we can get some better use out of it. But as of right now, man, I mean, Spirit of the Night is one of those items that I probably should have mentioned as an awesome addition to our run when we're already fairly powerful. So I'm very pleased with the way things are going right now. I hate having Spirit of the Night and trying to shoot fire, but that's okay. We get about 13 cents in here, which actually will allow us to go to the shop. The shop contains greed. It had to happen at some point. You know what? I'm totally okay with this because that means more money to potentially use on the next two shops, assuming we don't run into super greed on one of those anyway. Homing Tears made some good work happen there. Maybe we'll get another consumable in here. We did not, but that's all right. So, boss room and item room should be around here somewhere. Definitely don't want to accidentally use a key on this shop, considering we've already gone to it. Well, we already got another key, just in case something went terrible there. And our item room, this could be a big one. The miter. That is actually fucking fantastic. Somebody up there must like me right now, because the troll engine is hard at work making my life as easy as possible. Now, is it just building me up to let me down and work me around? And then, worst of all, I wish I had a little bit more creativity so I can continue singing Build Me Up Buttercup with Isaac-related lyrics. But that's something that requires some scripting, I would say. So there's another Balls of Steel pill here. Then there are two other pills. Do I really want to F with these two other pills? You know what? I think I do. We'll see what this one is. Tears Up. I'm glad I took it, even if this one ends up being garbage. It's not. Okay, so I am glad that I went through with that regardless. Now, we do have the Game Kid, which we will try to use against the boss. My struggle with the Game Kid is that I feel like I never really, hurt enemies with. With Unicorn Horn, it's fairly easy. Like, enemies take damage constantly. But with Game Kid, they kind of get pushed away, and you've got to, like, face them with your mouth, I think. I don't know. It's a little weird. At the very least, we will get a first level cube of meat here, and another Deal with the Devil opportunity. Jesus Christ, what could you possibly give me? Krampus! Okay, this is actually really good, because we won't have to give up health, but we will get a half-decent item that will increase our damage. In fact, the ability to get Lump of Coal combined with Homing Tears is actually great, because we won't have to aim, and our shots should still do a fairly substantial amount of damage long range, which is awesome. So we're just going to try to stay away from this laser attack. We're doing enough damage to take out Krampus fairly quickly. I would still love more damage upgrades. That's what I'm really worried about right now, is just not quite having enough damage. So obviously something along the lines of a Sacred Heart, Polyphemus, Mutant Spider, Mom's Knife, or just straight damage upgrades would be a-okay with me. That was bad damage to take. That's all right, though. There's our Lump of Coal, and again, for the first 4 floors, we've had kind of a staggering bounty of items. Keep in mind, I have 8 Spirit Hearts right now, and I've taken 2 Deals with the Devil, totaling like 6 Spirit Hearts, as is. Not to mention, I missed an F-ton of Spirit Hearts on the first floor in all likelihood by not going to those Tinted Rocks. So the game has been very, very good to me so far, I would say. And I owe the good tarot cards and pills basically entirely for my ability to have as much health as I do right now. So these guys are going to run away, but we should be able to kill them very easily because we only need to touch them with the Game Kid to make this happen. Our shop contains the blue candle, and you know what? Even though we have Nun's Habit, I think the blue candle is definitely going to be more valuable than Game Kid in this situation. So I'm just going to keep the other 19 cents we have in case I can buy a Spirit Heart and an item in the next floor. This really minimizes a lot of the damage problems I perceived myself as having earlier. Now, this is not the ultimate spacebar item for us. I would still love to get the nail, maybe even Book of Revelations. But as is right now, I'm very pleased with this. I can't believe I just opened that up for 2 cents. I don't even get out of bed for 2 cents. Nun's Habit, obviously, with the blue candle is not really that effective. I'm taking a little bit more damage than I would like to, given my strength in this game. But that's okay. We still have 7 Spirit Hearts, so we will generate more, hopefully, as time goes on, by way of Tinted Rocks and the Miter, which is something I totally forgot to mention, or neglected to mention. We do have the Miter, which is going to be fantastic for us, and we still have an item room on this floor. Have I been to the secret room on this floor? I don't believe so, but maybe I have. There is a bomb in the secret room area, so I guess I did. And I just totally forgot about it, like the scumbag that I am. Oh, that was real close. That should kill him. I hate these guys because they're kind of unreliable to dodge. Random Spirit Heart drop is excellent. And we are back to the starting amount of health that we had when we began this floor, which is great. Okay, so let's just... strikes me as a bomb fly, not a laser fly. I don't know why. It's just he was flying a little bit slower, or maybe he looked like slightly superficially different. We got a weird halo of flies to follow us around. This is not the item room nor the boss room, so I'm not really sure why I'm here. But again, maybe there's a tinted rock or something, so that can justify us being up here for sure. What realistically do I want to get? I am taking some bad damage here. What do I want to get realistically from items? I would say Rage would be awesome. That's not necessarily unlikely. Apart from that, maybe the Pentagram or just straight damage upgrades like Mom's Knife. Well, it's not a straight damage upgrade, obviously that affects our tiers as well, but like a big damage upgrade like Mom's Knife. I'm not sure if I would go with Brimstone in this situation, although it's probably a prudent decision given that I can just fly over rocks and then use Brimstone to basically neuter my enemies from above. This is our item room. I should really kind of just hang out because I really believe that if we just kind of sit over top of these rocks, nothing can stop us. Wow, Polyphemus! Okay. By the way, I have been skipping over trinkets so far, largely because I'm just waiting on permanent Polaroid invincibility. I realize it's stupid because we could have gotten like the bird foot on the last floor. Whatever though, man. It might actually have even been on this floor. I'm getting a little cocky, I'll admit. Possibly with good reason. Possibly we'll end up, you know, having hubris be the death of us a little later. That being said, I don't think the trinkets are going to be the make it or break it here. Instead, they're a symptom of a larger problem. Anyway, getting Polyphemus here is obviously amazing. It's very rare for me to have the kind of luck that I'm having here. Not to say like the game is unfair to me most of the time, because I don't know if that's necessarily accurate. What I will say is that it's definitely being more lenient now than it normally is, especially like with these pills. Except that one was bad trip, so I guess maybe I'm getting my just desserts here. So just play it cool. One blue candle was not enough to kill that champion, which worried me a little bit. Now I would love to get a like a skinny odd mushroom or a sad onion, anything that allows us to like raise our rate of fire. We are going to get a second cube of meat, so that DPS I asked for is kind of possible to get here. Just by hanging out behind this rock, I should be basically unhittable. Let's throw this one in here. Oh, wow, that totally missed. Okay, now he's just gonna come after me, which should be very easy to kill this way. You can see, like, I'm doing a huge chunk of damage every time I fire here. Now, I thought we'd get a deal with the devil, or at least a deal with the angel after that, but we didn't. And that's a-okay, because we're already doing amazingly right now. We're on the depths part 2. This means last shop, last item room, but not the last item, because there will be one on Utero as well. So what do I want to get in the shop? Ideally, the compass, since we already have the map. I think that would vastly improve our chances of success. Well, we know that the shop is not going to contain greed, which is awesome. I'm kind of maybe making a mistake by fighting greed. Okay, we just don't get the tick. The Steam sale, still valuable. The tick, real scary. Was that worth it? I don't see why not. We ended up, you know, maybe getting a discount, and we can use that money to help us get a judgment or something a little bit later. Get an item from a judgment, I suppose I should say. We will get another spirit heart randomly, probably by way of the miter there, so thank you very much, miter. Now, this is like a really, really good combination of items for taking out these enemies. I mean, if we can hit an enemy, we can usually one-shot it by way of all of our damage, as well as Polyphemus, which is obviously probably the biggest damage increaser in the whole bunch there, except maybe for a bad one. I'm not 100% sure about that. But even if we can't hit an enemy with our tiers, we can very easily kind of knock it out of the equation. Please, oh, they can leap over these rocks. I always forget. We can very easily knock it out of the equation simply by virtue of our blue candle, which makes things incredibly easy on us here. So we'll just pick up a little bit of money and obviously drop a bomb on this tinted rock, which will give us another spirit heart, and we'll continue moving onward. So, you know, from a health standpoint, we're in a really amazing perspective here, or a really amazing position. From a damage standpoint, even better, really. Both offensively and defensively, I'm very pleased with the way things are going so far. Now, that is a bad trip pill, which I do not necessarily want to take. We managed to kill all of them with a single blue candle shot, which is amazing. What do we have up here? Skeleton key! Absolutely awesome! So we will 100% be able to open all of the chests that we come across throughout the remainder of the game, especially if we end up getting some golden chests. These could provide us with an awesome set of benefits. So really, like, there has not been an item that we've come across so far, I think, that I've really been like, you know, man, it's not really that good. Even the cubes of meat, now we have the potential to get a 3rd level meat boy. And I'm not using the cheat engine for anything here. This is all just, like, happening naturally. Polyphemus, Whore of Babylon, permanent Polaroid invincibility, the Emperor card. Obviously, we're not going to fight our boss right away because we just want to make sure that we're doing something useful with our last remaining shop. At the very least, provided it has a passive item, I should pick it up considering what we've got going on here. If it's not stacks or something, obviously, I don't really want it. Another spirit heart for us. I think we should probably continue exploring the rest of this floor. Again, the shop's probably up there in the upper left, and it hasn't been a particularly fast run, necessarily. That being said, good lord, we have a lot of advantages here as Blue Baby. So, we're out of item rooms, but, you know, we could still get that 3rd level cube of meat, which would allow us to do a ton of damage, and I would really love to get, like, a poison touch as well. I think those can fall kind of randomly from, lust fights. If I remember correctly, it might be super lust, it might be regular lust, I can't remember. But if we manage to get that, we're in a very good position, because permanent Polaroid invincibility is basically a godsend against Blue Baby and Isaac. because you don't have to worry about, like, hemorrhaging damage against them basically consistently. So this will be our shop. Might be able to kill all these dudes in, well, it's going to take, like, 2 hits. That's okay, though. Much faster than it would otherwise be. And we get, okay, Spirit Heart, easy purchase. Tarot card, just to see what it is. Obviously, that's not worthwhile for us. No reason to buy the key. We still have this Emperor card, which we'll save to use a little bit later, but, sure, that went fine. We bought a Spirit Heart. I'm not feeling too bad about that. And 1 Spirit Heart here by way of an HP upgrade. That is okay. I would have preferred maybe something a little bit more valuable, but I can't really complain too much. I was probably going to play this room regardless, just because the odds of us taking damage are pretty low given the amount of damage that we kind of dish out. So I wouldn't expect to take any damage here. Stranger things have happened, but even if I do, you know, it's still half a Spirit Heart gain if I only take 1 hit. So let's just continue destroying these guys, and then I guess we'll fight Mom. Again, that's a fight that I don't expect is going to be too difficult at all. And perfect. A lot of people might be wondering why I'm not using the Emperor card. Well, it's because the longer we save it, the more valuable it becomes for us. If I use it on the Cathedral, then I can immediately fight Isaac, avoid losing all the health that I would normally lose, you know, making my way to him. And probably vastly increase my chances of success. Hopefully, anyway. It's a bad trip pill again, so I definitely want to hold on to the Emperor card. I might use it on Utero if we end up getting, like, Utero XL, but again, I have the compass already, so I should be able to find my way, at least in the right direction for a boss room pretty quickly. So we're dealing with Red Mom. I don't even think I'm going to F around with the blue candle in this situation. I think I'm just going to consistently fire these shots here, and she should be dead in, like, 20 or 30 seconds at most. This is good. I have a low rate of fire, which actually makes it a little bit easier, I think, to take her out, because I only have to aim the shots now and then, if that makes any sense at all. Maybe that doesn't make any logical sense, but that's okay, because she's going to be dead soon. 1 more hit should do it. We get permanent Polaroid invincibility, as well as a speed upgrade, which is the first one of those we've gotten so far. The Polaroid invincibility is amazing. Let's head down to the next floor. Is it XL? No, it's the... Wait, we have the map. We don't have the compass. I had it totally opposite. What we need is obviously the compass, then, if we can manage to get it. Could get it from a judgment. Again, we've had that happen before when asked for, which is always awesome. But in the meantime, let's just, you know, the map is still beneficial here because it can show us when we've reached a dead end, so we can skip over dead ends. But, you know, at this point in the game, we're probably fairly likely to run across some Curse of Darknesses or Curse of Blindness, which will keep us from knowing exactly what we're headed for, but that's all right. This is a golden chest I will absolutely open up. Blue Baby Soul, you know, I'm running with Blue Baby Soul right now. I haven't died. So we will probably go over to the right side here. We might as well check the secret room while we're there, because who knows, maybe we'll get some kind of, you know, an Ankh or a 1-up. Something that could end up benefiting us more than you might originally anticipate. More than your average secret room anyway. I'd be very surprised if the boss room was directly above us. My guess is that it's going to be one of those ones on the right side over there. So this is the easiest room we could possibly imagine right now. Everyone is going to die without any problems. Let's check out our secret room quickly. Hopefully no greed. Lots of money that we'll probably use never, if I had to guess. But if we end up running across a judgment again, this could be a savior for us. So I should be able to kill a couple of these guys at least without them even seeing me. And we have a very good set of items for taking out these douchebags. And douchebags they are. Well, there's another dime for us. So I'm going to check. Oh, almost got hit by the laser there. These guys are still pains in the ass. The main enemy I'm worried about right now, the hearts with the masks, those are annoying as hell. But also beyond that, the like vaginal bomb flies that kind of like close the distance on you really quickly and then explode, real pains in the dick. If both of these guys drop a Spirit Heart, I am going to be an extraordinarily happy camper. We have Spirit Hearts off the screen. Mind you, we have to tank a lot probably during our Isaac and Blue Baby boss fights, so we should you know, be wary of that. Sadly, he did not drop another Spirit Heart, but that's okay. We're going to be fighting Skolex here. It's probably the easiest boss we could possibly hope for. Especially with the blue candle, he becomes essentially a no-brainer. As long as we just dodge the Monstro-style shots. That might do it. I thought that was going to do it, actually. That one definitely will. Cat of Nine Tails. Actually kind of interesting because our Polyphemus shots will fire a lot more quickly now. Brimstone, interesting, but I'm actually kind of okay with the situation as it is right now. Again, Brimstone Polyphemus, I don't know how it works. If there was Mom's Knife, I definitely would go for it just due to the sheer damage output. But as is right now, you know, 3 Spirit Hearts is fairly valuable to me. Why don't we just keep going on? Keep doing things the way we're doing them, basically. Transcendence. Might as well take it. It's a flying item. I mean, we can already fly. If I'd known that we'd get Transcendence, maybe I wouldn't have gone for Spirit of the Night so early, but can't really regret that decision so far. It seemed to have worked out pretty well for us. And I'm going to check out down and to the right here, as well as just the kind of vanilla right area to see if we can find the boss, which I think is going to be fairly easy. Again, Mom's Heart, considering we have 24 bombs and a ton of damage in this situation, I really do not anticipate it being a major problem for us to beat the game as Blue Baby. But we'll see. To beat the traditional game as Blue Baby, I guess I should say, there is indeed our boss room. We'll just fly him over here. Thank God I didn't use this Emperor card, because we actually just got really lucky and found it right away. Again, the Isaac and Blue Baby fights, those are still up in the air. If I didn't state that explicitly, allow me to do so now. But you know, that being said, I'm very pleased with the way things have gone so far, and I think at the very least, by using this Emperor card, I should guarantee myself a victory against Isaac. Blue Baby might be a different story, but that depends on the items we get in the chest to a certain extent as well. Just keep dropping bombs, dropping candles. That was actually not an ideal use of that bomb, but the candle ended up working out really well. And we should have continuously firing bombs any second now. Now we're just going to hold down the right arrow key, and we should be A-okay to go here. I really doubt that we're going to take any damage for the rest of this fight. We get no items, as is understood. And you know what? Let's just pop our Emperor card, and then we'll go fight Isaac right away. This is my general strategy for dealing with this guy. Every time we get permanent Polaroid invincibility, we should go hang out with him. But you know, the less I get hit, the better, because these Spirit Hearts need to carry me through the rest of the game, and the chest is a long, cold floor. By the way, this is probably not the direction I would have originally gone on this fight. Like, I probably would have gone down into the left, and then maybe over to the right. So I think using the Emperor card here was a smart decision. Isaac is half dead, and I have, well, like 2/3 dead now, and I have taken literally 0 damage, largely because of Blue Candle's defensive properties, which is amazing. So I'm very pleased with that so far. Even if we end up taking a lot of damage over the rest of this fight, I'll be A-okay. There's absolutely no way we could die here. Unless, like, my hubris got the better of me, and I started doing really terribly, like, unprecedentedly terribly. So he dropped a Spirit Heart, which is actually going to mean that we're only going to effectively lose 1 heart on this entire floor. As we go down to the chest, we can maybe get some good items here. The game's been good to us so far. Yeah, Mom's Knife, that'll do. Additionally, Celtic Cross, a little bit of extra invincibility maybe, Spelunker's Hat, and oh my god. This is a fetus in a jar. What am I supposed... we got Mom's Knife and fetus in a jar from the fucking chest items. There's someone up there, like I said earlier, likes me a great deal. We might as well just finish this off at this point. We could still lose if I end up taking a lot of really dumb damage, but look at the damage that we are doing to these enemies. Jesus Christ. We've already reached a dead end here. This is going to be a very fast run, a sub 30-minute chest run in the vanilla version of the game, like without using cheat engine, I should say. Pretty damn quick. Normally that's going to put you on like the 45-minute mark if I had to test the average, but man, we are just doing an absurd amount of damage. Now I'm really glad that I didn't take Brimstone earlier, because obviously that wouldn't have really done anything for us at all. We're probably getting close to our boss fight here. I'm not using Blue Candle at all at this point, because there's just kind of not much of a point. I mean, we'll use it on the boss fight maybe, but I can just tank the shit out of Blue Baby, and he should have no recourse with which to kill me. We still have Spirit Hearts off the screen. I would be remarkably surprised if we ended up losing this one. Might as well just fire the candle in occasionally to maybe give me a little bit of added defense, but man, as is, I am probably the luckiest Isaac player out there today. Random number generator definitely benefited me. With respect to, like, everything that we got. I mean, look at how quickly we took out Blue Baby there. That was, what, like 2 seconds? Well, I hope you enjoyed this vanilla run. I know there's a certain contingent of people that are like, oh, vanilla run, that's boring. Hopefully this wasn't boring. That was a straight-up 28-minute Blue Baby run where we skipped Fetus in a Jar, which is crazy. But as always, I'll continue doing more challenge runs in the future. Might do another vanilla run next. But as always, thanks for watching. I hope you found the video entertaining, maybe a little bit informative. Probably not that informative, considering I just benefited from the greatest RNG in history. But as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.